Hello, hello. How are you doing today? Yesterday's workout was quite intense. We're going to take it down a notch with Pilates. Today, I'm still going to keep the intensity up. This is definitely my outlet. I don't have a lot of time, mostly because I want to make sure that there's no siren going off while we're training. But if there is, we'll see if I can come back, but I want to get it in. You know what I mean? Like, let's just get it in. And then we'll deal with life afterwards. Let me move Richie, who has been absolutely glued to me more than usual. And we're going to start lying down on our backs. And we're going to have our arms at a 90-degree angle, turning the head over to the right. Make sure that the mic isn't making so much noise. So we're turning the head over to the right, turning it over to the left. And then keep the head centered, turn the legs over to the left. Ooh, that felt good. And over to the right. And now the head to the right, the legs to the left. And the other way for the last time. And arms are going to be by your side for the imprint. Take a deep breath here. Exhale, fully pressing your back to the floor. And again, inhale. Exhale. Engaging the pelvic floor. 2 more. Now let's keep our back imprinted into the ground. The left leg is going to be pressed into the ground. The right leg is going to go up and point. Flex lower. Point lift. Flex lower. Point lift. 2 more. Keep the back pressed down. 1 more. And switch. Left leg goes up. Keep your back pressed down. Inhale, flex lower. Exhale, point lift. One more time. Keep your back pressed to the floor. Bring your tippy toes onto the ground, the heels up. Inhale, open the knees. Exhale, imagine that you're squeezing a medicine ball between the thighs. Now let's keep going, but I want you to turn your palms up, keeping the shoulder blades back. 4 more. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. 2 more. And 1 more. Keeping the toes on the floor, making sure that the legs are hip-width apart. Inhale. Exhale, lift the tailbone up, squeeze the butt, and slowly lower back down. Exhale, lift. Four more. 3. 2. And here's the last one. We're going to hold it up. Inhale, open up the knees. Exhale, return. Inhale, open. And exhale, return. 6. 5. 4. 3, 2, last one. Now bring the heels down, bring your butt down just for a moment and walk your feet away from the butt just a bit. On the next exhale, lift the butt up. Bring the left foot a little closer to the right and send the right leg up. Try to keep the pelvis as steady as possible. As you inhale, flex and lower the right leg. Exhale, point and lift. If this is too much, please bring your back down and do it like we did in the beginning when we were imprinting the back. One more. Switch. Slow as you straighten. Flex lower. And point lift. One more. Lower down. All the way. Once again, opening up the arms to a 90-degree angle. Turning the head over to the right, the legs over to the left. Switch. And please turn onto your side. So, it doesn't matter what side you're on. If you're pregnant, you might want to place a pillow under your belly. I'm actually just going to use my hand. And the bottom leg, so I'm on my right side. The right leg I'm just going to keep bent. And the left leg I'm going to keep super straight, super active and flexed. Inhale, touch the ground so that you're actually working your inner thigh. Exhale, lift up, squeeze the butt. Squeeze the butt. We're going to go for another 8 here. Really keeping the pelvis nice and steady, so that also means that the bottom leg is working. Wow, how appropriate of you. 3 more. 2, he's sniffing the microphone, so you probably got that in your ear. 1 more time, and we're gonna hold it right there, keeping the pelvis steady and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it, lift it, and gently release. From here, we're gonna bend both legs for a moment as we place the right arm onto our forearm, so the elbow is going to be right under the shoulder. Placing the left hand on the waist, coming out of the shoulder blade. Exhale, lift the pelvis up. Inhale, lower back down. And if you want to do this in a full side plank, absolutely go for it. I'm doing this very friendly for my 29-week belly. 2 more. 1 more. Hold it right here. Bring the hand up and exhale to rotate for 5. Inhale back up. 4, 3, 2, and we're going to do one more good. We're going to do one more good one. And release. So from here, we're going to go on to our other side, lying down with a nice elongated arm under the head. And remember, you can use a pillow or your hand like me under the belly. So I'm just going to keep it moving because, again, I feel like our time is very limited. So I'm going to straighten that top leg and super flex it, really active. I touch down, exhale, lift up. He's hearing our neighbors, and there is noise coming in from the outside, and he's reacting to everything. 4 more. 3. Remember, we've got the pulses coming up. 2. 1 more. And then we hold it up and then pulse it. 10. 3, 2. Now we hold it. We lift it way up and we slowly lower back down. Both knees are bent. That bottom arm, we're going to place it on the floor with the elbow right under the shoulder, keeping the legs bent. And I remind you that you can absolutely do this with straight legs. Hand on waist, exhale, bring it up. 10, squeeze it up. 3 more. And we're going to go for 1 more. Then we're going to hold it up. Reach the hand up. Exhale, rotate for 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. And release it completely. So if you're not pregnant and you want to go in for ab bicycles, so absolutely go onto your back and go for the bicycles. If you want to do it my version, what I'm going to do is I'm going to straighten my arms completely, locking them out, and then placing my forearms under my lower back. And so first of all, I close the rib cage and I really press the back into the ground, into my arms. And then I lift one leg up and I switch toe tapping, keeping the back as tight against the ground and the arms as possible. And then if I feel like I can, I'm going to go a little further away from my butt. And if you're doing bicycles, go for it. 8, 7, 1, bring the legs up, tap, exhale, lift. Try to do this with both legs simultaneously. If you're doing it in a crunch with straight legs, great. If you're doing it with your head on the ground, back pressed to the floor, great. If you're doing my version, which is quite modified, great. 2 more. 1 more. And release. Resting the arms so that the palms are facing up, shoulders down, gluing the feet together. Exhale, lift the butt up, squeeze the feet together, slowly lower down. Really imagine that you're squeezing a little baby medicine ball between the feet. Three more. 2. And 1 more, we're going to hold it up. Now imagine that you have a big physio ball between the thighs, keeping the pelvis steady, and we pulse that physio ball. Pulse, pulse. 6, 4, 2, 1, and gently release. Feet on the ground, flat on the ground, back pressed to the ground. Let me actually scoot down a bit so I have more mat. Back press to the ground. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, press them down. Inhale, up. Exhale, press down, keeping the back press to the ground. Now, let's keep doing this, but in a tabletop position. If it's too much, absolutely feel free to do this with both legs on the ground. I just want to make sure that the mic isn't making so much noise for you. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale, keep that back pressed into the ground. And as you exhale, really make sure that you are tightening the pelvic floor. And then let's keep our arms down just for a moment. Now let's bring the right arm up, okay? And bring the right foot down. And switch. Keeping the shoulders away from the ears, pulled back and away from the ears. Keeping the back pressed into the floor. 4, 3, 2, 1. The left foot is going to stay on the ground. You can hug the right thigh if you want and super, super straighten it pointed. And then if possible, you can keep doing that, but if possible, flex and maybe even grab your big toe, trying to keep your butt pressed down to the ground. And then see if you can slowly open up the leg over to the right. Flex strongly. Exhale, bring it up, and switch. So first we're just going to hug the left leg, point it. And then we're going to flex if possible, grabbing hold of the toe. And then see if we can really keep the pelvis nice and steady against the floor as we straighten that left leg over to the side. I'm giving it a little bit of a contradiction with the right knee. And then slowly bring it back up. Bringing both feet onto the floor. And then very slowly lifting the tailbone up. But this time, let's come out of the Pilates bridge and really lift, lift, lift. Bring the hands together, clasped behind the back, and then each hand pulls the other down towards the heels. Bring the butt down. Gently bring the hands up, stretch it out, stretch the legs pointed. Flex. And then very slowly, we're going to go through the side and into a seated butterfly position. Move this back up here. From here, we're going to get into a butterfly just for a moment and bringing the chest forward. The flesh of the butt should be back. You should feel your sits bones. And then bring it up. Please sit comfortably, any way that is most comfortable for you. Taking 3 deep breaths, opening the chest up. And exhale, release. And again. And exhale to release. I said 3 times. I did 2. Let's do one more. My thoughts disconnected from me for a moment. And then release.